So yeah, all together, and it's an amazing journey here.
Well, that's great. So Mel, you said you have some exciting questions.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pick a fun one first.
Okay. Well, how are you ladies doing today?
We're doing good day. How about you?
Doing
Yes, we're doing
fine, thank you. Fine. So it's great to have you both here together. And where are you both located? Are you in the same area or different areas? Tell us, because this is our first coffee time with our new Goslings from India.
Yes, Dave. And fortunately, we're located at the same place and almost in the same location. So you could say that we're neighbors, almost.
So Binita, why don't you go first? Give us a little bit of background on who you are and what you do and how long you've been with Mats and Kumar.
Yes, definitely, Dave. So just introducing myself. I had started off in this new city. This is my first organization in my new city, and I started 10 years ago. And I would like to just share one incident. When I joined this organization, I never had the hope, to join MK. I had just gone to a salon and I was just talking to the owner, and fortunately, one of the person from MK just told me that, are you looking out for a job? And I was like, yeah, I'm looking out for a job. And she told me that, why don't you, just walk into MK and, it's a walk-in interview. You can give my name and, you will get your interview done. So I was like, I just thought about it, and within a second, I got this opportunity. I never thought I would, spend 10 years in this organization. But eventually I started from the bottom and I kept growing, I kept learning.
That's a great story. I love it. Starts off in the salon, really just a casual conversation. And here you are today, 10 years later. Amazing. Over to you, Shraysi.
I started my journey with MK approximately 5.5 years ago, and it is my second company in my professional career. If I talk about my total experience, it's of only 7 years. We have such amazing colleagues. Like currently, I'm working with Binita herself, and she's such an amazing person. So yeah, all together, and it's an amazing journey here.
Well, that's great. So Mel, you said you have some exciting questions.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pick a fun one first.
Okay.
There's a mix of fun, and of course, we want to know a little bit about you and your personalities. But if you could have any superpower to help you with your work, what would it be and why?
Let me start first. My superpower would definitely be, knowledge, because I feel partial knowledge, incomplete knowledge, somewhere, lacks you down. But 100% knowledge will definitely give me a position to stand somewhere confidently, and at whatever level I am, let it be a bottom level, a top level, or a middle level, I will have that confidence, and that is what even I look forward for. Confidence is the best to grow your personality.
To back up Benita's answer here only, because every time you see your manager, you think that you have learned so many things working on different roles. But whenever you talk to a manager or a senior person in your organization, you always feel that they have something extra. They know something extra that you don't know. If to give another example of a super knowledge, I think more of a creativity would help me in my work. Yeah.
Hey, great. Another good answer.
Well, I like this one. If you could switch careers, what would you like to do?
I think about switching careers, I think it would have been something related to athletics, maybe into sports, maybe a basketball player or something related to water sports activities. Because I mean, whenever I travel to a beach or something like that, I find it very exciting and fun, and I really enjoy those water sports. So I just think that if I continued in that particular line or tried at least to become an athlete. So yeah, that is something as an alternate for my career option.
And just to add over here, I would really want to get into, tours and travelism because I love traveling and I really want to go to different parts of the country. So I would really want to choose a profile that, helps me to go to different parts of the country and, see the way they're living style, their lifestyles and everything.
Well, India is certainly a big country. There's a lot to see around there. Have you traveled outside of India yourself?
Yes, I did. I did travel to Singapore. So when I traveled, I seen that there are differences. Definitely, there are differences. Every country has their own guidelines and their own way of living.
Hey, what's the best advice you've ever received, and how has it impacted your life and your career?
Because I just recall one of the advices I actually received very recently from one of my managers, and he actually told me that don't get into too much self-doubt, and if you have the authority to do something, then you can take a decision, and you don't have to worry about the consequences. You should be more confident.
And for me, I had this feedback a long time ago to be vocal. So I learned to be vocal. I got that advice of being vocal so that there is no communication gap, there are no barriers, and there is a direct communication, there is a transparency between your communication.
Very good advice.
Yeah. If you could have lunch with one celebrity figure or historical figure, who would it be and why?
It could be anyone, it could be Isaac Newton, or it could be, Martin Luther, or anyone. But I would definitely want to ask them, how do they spend the rest of their time apart from their studies, what they have done, or the formulas that they have, provided.
The one I guess if you talk about the celebrity, then it would be Priyanka Chopra currently. And just because I like the way she expresses herself, and she, the way she carries her confidence and her ideology. So I do admire those things. So yeah.
It could even be, a historical figure could be having lunch with Mike Matson.
Yeah, right. We have known Mike Matson also when we've had our meets, and definitely, he also loves people who are out of the box. That is one thing that we've got to know.
Well, Mel, I think you should answer that question.
If I could have lunch with one celebrity
or historical.
Dave, who would you pick?
I have my Tonight Show background. I would pick Jay Leno.
Oh, why Jay Leno? That's interesting.
I think the guy was an interesting guy. He's interviewed so many people over the years. And then, of course, he has to pick his top favorite car out of his vast car collection.
Right, of course. Well, I think, as you said, Jay Leno, I'm going to throw in a celebrity that I've really admired, Ellen DeGeneres, over the years. She's funny, and I think that to that point, I'd probably like to meet her along with many other people. Is that a generic answer?
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing. Well, Shraysi and Binita, thank you so much for joining us here on Coffee Time today. It's been a pleasure getting to know more about you. And for any suggestions on Coffee Time, please reach out to communications@billgosling.com. Thank you so much and have a great day, everyone.
See you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Lisa. Thank you.